When was the last time you truly connected with someone? Not just the usual small talk or a brief text message, but a conversation where you felt deeply heard and genuinely understood. Modern society is filled with shallow conversations. We talk a lot, but listen too little. Phones, social media, and the relentless pace of life have created more distance between people, even when sitting face to face. But you are not alone, and you have the power to change that. In this video, I will share profound principles from Stoic philosophy to help you reignite meaningful conversations and build deeper, more genuine connections. Watch until the end, because real change starts with you. Before we dive in, if this is your first time on my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this video. This will help me continue creating more content like this in the future. Modern society has made communication more frequent than ever, yet strangely more disconnected. Quick texts, emojis, and brief social media replies have become the norm for daily exchanges. We talk, but do we truly connect? We hear, but do we really listen? Technology has brought convenience, but has also trapped us in increasingly shallow conversations. A message saying "you good" sent without expecting a genuine answer. A "good morning" text just to keep the message streak alive. We've traded genuine presence for surface-level interactions. More concerning, this lack of depth is not limited to strangers. It has crept into our closest relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. So what's really happening? People have grown afraid of deep conversations. We avoid sensitive topics, fear awkward silences, and hesitate to confront real emotions, both ours and those of others. Instead of sincere dialogue, we retreat to the safety of small talk, quick texts, and empty exchanges that do nothing more than fill a temporary void. What's the result? We feel lonelier than ever, even when surrounded by people. Loneliness isn't about being physically alone. It's about having people to talk to, but feeling as if no one truly understands you. Relationships become shallow. Conversations reduce to mere information exchange rather than soul sharing. The most concerning part? When superficial conversations become the norm, we forget the feeling of genuine connection. We forget what it's like to be truly heard, to have someone look you in the eye, undistracted, fully present, and genuinely care about what you're saying. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you felt deeply understood in a conversation? When was the last time someone gave you their undivided attention, free from their phone or wandering thoughts? If your answer is not recently, you're not alone. This is a shared struggle in a generation drowning in distractions. Recognizing this reality is the first step toward change. It's time to reassess how we communicate. It's time to pause and ask ourselves, am I truly present in my conversations? Stoic philosophy, a timeless school of thought from sages like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, offers profound insights on connection and listening. To the Stoics, communication wasn't merely the exchange of words, but a profound act of focus and being fully present in the moment. Epictetus once taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Simple, yet profound. The Stoics understood that true listening isn't just staying silent while someone talks. It's being completely present, absorbing the emotions and understanding the meaning behind the words. Yet in modern society, genuine listening is becoming rare. Instead of paying attention, we often listen only to respond or prove our point. While someone speaks, our minds race to craft a reply rather than focusing on their message. The Stoics called this a symptom of an inflated ego, a mind more concerned with self-importance than the pursuit of understanding. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, reminded us, "Speak less, but when you do, speak with purpose. And when you listen, be fully present." The Stoics believed that meaningful conversation could only happen when we are sincere and anchored in the present moment. They rejected flattery, surface-level pleasantries, and conversations driven by the need for validation. For them, words were tools for truth and connection, not self-promotion or manipulation. How to apply Stoic listening in life? Let go of the need to control the conversation. You don't always have to lead or dominate. Allow the other person to share their story without interruption. Embrace silence. Silence isn't awkward, it's a space for reflection and understanding. Listen to understand, not to respond. Shift from preparing rebuttals to genuinely seeking the other person's perspective and feelings. Stoic wisdom reminds us that a meaningful conversation doesn't require fancy words, it requires honesty. Listening is an art, and it begins with the humility of the mind. Ask yourself, when you listen, are you truly listening or just waiting for your turn to speak? Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for success right now and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. A meaningful conversation doesn't happen naturally. It requires initiative, sincerity, and the ability to be fully present in every moment. To rekindle deep connections, you need to start with your own attitude and actions. The first step is to eliminate distractions. When sitting face to face with someone, put your phone down and keep it out of sight. Even a silent device within view can be enough to distract your mind. The Stoics emphasized complete presence in every moment. If you can't give your full attention to the other person, the conversation will remain superficial, unable to reach genuine emotions. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Attention is the most precious gift you can offer someone." When you set aside the virtual world and focus entirely on the present, you demonstrate the highest level of respect and sincerity. A meaningful conversation cannot start with shallow questions like, "How's it going?" or "How's work?" These questions often lead to short, obligatory responses. To truly understand someone, you need to evoke genuine thoughts and emotions. Try asking, "What's been on your mind lately? Is there a challenge you're facing that I can listen to?" Or, "What feels most important in your life right now?" These questions don't just gather information, but invite the other person to step out of their everyday mask and share what truly matters to them. That is the key to reaching depth in communication. Listening is the core art of a meaningful conversation, but in today's distracted world, genuine listening has become rare. Epictetus once taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." However, most people listen just to respond, not to understand. Active listening means focusing entirely on the speaker, resisting the urge to interrupt, and not preparing your next reply while they are still speaking. It's about true empathy, being fully present, not judging, and allowing the speaker to fully express their thoughts. Simple actions like nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding with questions like, "I understand, could you explain more?" help the other person feel valued and truly heard. But listening alone is not enough. A meaningful conversation requires sincerity from both sides. If you only listen without sharing, the dialogue becomes one-sided, lacking real connection. Being open doesn't mean exposing every personal struggle, but rather expressing your genuine feelings and thoughts honestly. Don't be afraid to share what you're truly experiencing, even fears or personal vulnerabilities. The Stoics taught that sincerity is the foundation of all lasting connections. When you open up, you create a safe space for the other person to do the same. Reigniting meaningful conversations isn't complicated. It's about small yet powerful actions, eliminating distractions, asking thoughtful questions, listening to understand rather than respond, and sharing with honesty. When you change how you engage, you'll create conversations where both sides feel truly connected. That transformation begins with you. A meaningful conversation is not just a rare luxury in modern life, but a fundamental human need. We crave to be understood and heard, yet too often we wait for others to take the first step. Now is the time for you to take the lead, not by demanding, but by becoming the true initiator of genuine connection. Marcus Aurelius once reminded us, "Do not wait for others to act virtuously, be the example yourself." Initiative here does not mean controlling or forcing a conversation in your direction. It starts with small but powerful actions. When you enter a conversation, ask yourself, "Am I truly present?" Turn off your phone, silence wandering thoughts, and give your full attention to the person in front of you. This is the most powerful way to show respect. Remember, true presence is so rare that when someone feels genuinely heard, it can transform an entire relationship. Initiating connection also means daring to ask meaningful questions. Don't fear silence. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that allow deeper thoughts to emerge. Ask, what has been truly important to you lately, or what has challenged you the most recently? Avoid superficial questions meant only to fill the silence. The Stoics believed that honesty and sincerity were the only paths to genuine understanding. But above all, lead by example. If you want a deeper conversation, be the one who starts it with sincerity. Don't shy away from expressing your true feelings, admitting what you don't fully understand, or showing vulnerability. Authenticity has a ripple effect. When you are brave enough to reveal your true self, you create a space where others feel safe to do the same. The truth is, you cannot control how others respond. Some people won't be ready to open up. Some conversations will remain shallow despite your efforts. But remember, the Stoics never sought perfection. They valued consistency in core values. Acting with integrity, listening, being sincere, and showing empathy is the success. So don't wait. Don't wait for people to become more understanding. Don't wait for society to change. Don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. True connection starts with you. Right now, in the next conversation you have, when you choose to be fully present, ask genuine questions, and open your heart. Be the initiator. Create the meaningful conversations you seek instead of just hoping for them. A meaningful conversation is not a luxury, but a fundamental human need. We don't just want to be heard, we long to be truly understood. In a world filled with distractions and shallow dialogue, being fully present, actively listening, and sharing sincerely have become rare yet powerful qualities. Stoic philosophy reminds us that genuine connection starts from within. If you seek deeper relationships, be the one who initiates them. Don't wait for others to change. Be the one to start by putting down your phone, asking meaningful questions, listening to understand, and sharing honestly. You can't control how others respond, but you can control how you show up. Every conversation is an opportunity to create change and build more authentic relationships. Start today. The connection you seek begins with you. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.